Cheers, I do, buckaroos, and how the heck are you? I'm going to be Tom the Whiskey Whisperer for the purpose of this video. I always late. Just got home from work a little bit ago. Had time to set up a couple quick cocktails, and here we go. Well, I had enough time to take my clothes off, put my jammies on. So this is a jammy video, right? This is late night. You got the fire on. No, that's not really my fire. It's just the backdrop, man. It's my poor man's green screen. Anyways, bear with me while I try to fix something quickly. That should do it. Maybe. Let's make sure that did it. It did. Okay. Now I'm going to set that down and try not to drop it. Oh, mercy. So I made two cocktails. I'm going to start with the straight up cocktail for you. I made a candy cane martini, or a version of. A lot of them I've seen have, you know, the broken candy cane rimmed around the glass. I don't really like that. That's why I just put the candy cane in the cocktail. But what I have noticed, having done this once before, is the longer that candy cane sits in there, the more red the cocktail becomes. I did make, wow, that's good. I did make this one. That's really tasty, man. And I'm not usually a fan of sweet cocktails, but that's good, man. I used to, my arthritis is so bad tonight, I've got no dexterity left in that left thumb. Duffy's Run vodka from Restless Spirits. It's a 90 proof vodka. This stuff is really good. It is. I mean, it's top shelf vodka, man. It's just that good. So I used about 2.5 ounces of the vodka. I meant to only use 1 ounce, or meant to only use a half ounce of creme de menthe, but it's kind of slipped a little bit, so it's probably closer to an ounce. And the one thing I did different with this cocktail is I put just one dash of cherry bitters in it. And no, it's not the cherry bitters making it red, because the cherry bitters are actually clear. That's why I was surprised when I bought the cranberry bitters. You know, I used the cranberry bitters. They're red. They will turn everything very red. But I didn't think it would, because the cherry bitters aren't red. They're clear. So anyway, I digress. If you are watching me, hey, feel free to ask me questions, have a conversation with me. If anybody wants to be part of the video, if you want to make yourself a cocktail and join me, I will send you the link. Just let me know. I was debating whether to have beer or just have some straight whiskey. I'm just going to make two cocktails. I'm off tomorrow, so we can I'm full on relax mode, right? The last 2 nights, I knew I had to go back to work the next day, so it's well, really can't do much. I didn't do a video Thursday. I did one Friday, but then, you know, I had to go to bed shortly thereafter because I had to go to work today. But I don't work tomorrow, so now body's starting to shut down a little bit. Putting a hurt on an old man this week. Yeah, you know what? I've never been a fan of sweet cocktails. I got to tell you, this is rather enjoyable. It's not a cocktail I would drink a lot of, to be honest with you, but it is good. Hey, Jackie, I hope you're doing all right. I know you got a lot going on these days, and I'm not going to bring it up here, but boy, I decided I was going to have a couple cocktails. I wanted to show you those pictures. This is in honor of the best mixologist I know, Jackie Brown. It may not be your main gig, but you are great. Got a nice chill on that. Oh, mercy. Oh, that first that first after work cocktail, you know, or sometimes it's beer, whiskey, or whatever it is. Hey, you deserve it. Boy, just like, okay, now as soon as I took the first, I was, you know, because I'm in kind of panic mode, getting everything ready for the video. And then once I sit down to have the cocktails, oh man, now I can finally relax. You take that first drink, oh man. You know, body just starts shutting down. Okay, now we can relax. He's not going to make us work tomorrow. Wife got me some new pajamas. That's what I'm wearing here. I got some jammies on, man. Uh, it's cold chilly, man. So I wanted to turn the fire on, put the fire on in the back. The good thing about these kind of fireplaces is always they don't mess with my sinuses, right? We do have actual fireplace in this place, but we used it a couple times last year, and it really the next morning, you know, neither of us could breathe. So anyway, yeah, again, Jackie, man, I hope we get one more cocktail show in before the end of the year. Well, I don't know. I'd like to get one in before Christmas, but I know you got a lot going on. But maybe we could do a New Year's, you know, maybe somewhere after Christmas, before New Year's, do a New Year's Eve cocktail show. That'd be great. Because you always have great ideas for your cocktails. I'm coming at it from a different angle, but your ideas are just amazing. The two cocktail shows I did with you were just incredible. Yeah. My wife's thinking of me. Yeah, she found that. Of course, they were on sale. I don't get anything if it's not from a thrift store or on sale. Of course, I will admit that doesn't bother me. We've both gotten frugal in our old ages, but mostly me. My wife's always been the level-headed one. Oh, yeah, we can save $1. Like that old joke, but $2 is $2. Oh, mercy. Yeah, that's nice, man. You see how that it's kind of stripping the stripes off that candy cane. I will admit though, I've used the same candy cane at least twice before. So the fact that it's still giving me some color is pretty amazing. Okay, for cocktail number two, I went more in my wheelhouse, if you will. I went with a maple old fashioned, and again, I decided to use this great whiskey from Tiaki Da, sister company of Springfield Brewing Company here in Springfield, Missouri. It is a bourbon whiskey finished in maple syrup barrels at 92 proof. Now, I will be honest, I I prefer at least, I mean, a bare minimum of 90 for a cocktail. Some like the 80 proof stuff. For me, it just gets too watery. I decide most of you that know me know I typically do my all of my cocktails straight up, but I didn't have any ice ready, so I went ahead and changed the game a little bit and did old fashioned more traditionally and served it on the rocks. Or in this case, I did have some big square cubes, so I just made it. Just served it on the rocks. In most places serve it anyway. Oh god, that's great. So what I've got in here is 2.5 ounces of the maple syrup, or maple syrup, 2.5 ounces of the Hinterland maple. Gosh, I can't speak this evening. 2.5 ounces of the Hinterland maple bourbon. Let me show you that there. Half ounce of maple syrup. But I get a lot. You're getting a lot of maple on the nose because the bourbon itself imparts a lot of maple. And I decided for garnish to just keep it simple and use a cinnamon stick. Because cinnamon and maple certainly go together. The longer you let that cinnamon stick sit in that drink, well, yes, it will impart cinnamon. So I'm going to get a cinnamon maple kind of thing going on. Oh, bitters. I didn't cover bitters. So the original recipe that a friend sent me called for black walnut bitters. So I bought them and I love them a lot. But I wanted to kind of change the game a little bit, change it up. So I decided to use cardamom bitters on this one. So I do like the black walnut a lot. In fact, I was using them well past, and I was putting them in Manhattans and everything. They're great, and they do add a lot of aromatics. But again, we use the cinnamon stick. I thought with the cardamom, it would kind of change it up just a little bit. And making my own simple syrups and finding different bitters has become my obsession lately. I picked up the cardamom, rhubarb. What else? Toasted almond. I've got kinds of cranberry. I had to have cranberry because Christmas and all. Cardamom, yeah, yeah. Do you agree that the cardamom kind of works with the maple and the cinnamon and everything? Yeah, I do like cardamom. I'm a big spice guy, Jackie. Herbs and spices are kind of my thing. Uh, oh, mercy. Man, that is good. That's a nice cocktail, man. I didn't realize I drank that cinnamon or that candy cane martini as fast as I did. But I didn't want too much water to get this one, so I wanted to knock that one back while it was cold. Uh, that's the reason why I don't typically have. I usually serve even my old fashioned straight up, just like a Manhattan, because I just don't like a lot of water getting in my cocktail. But yeah, most of the time, traditionally, yes, the old fashioned is served on the rocks. Manhattan is typically served straight up. A lot of bars will give you the option on both cocktails. Hey, Todd, how are you, my friend? I hope you're doing all right. Once again, anybody have any questions or comments, please put it up there. I will answer most everything, unless you're being a colossal asshat. If you do want to be part of the video, though, want to make yourself a cocktail, let me know, and I'll send you the link. You can jump on and have a cocktail with me. Will I do another video tonight? I know some of you are asking yourselves. Literally, nobody is asking themselves that, Tom. If you are, I might now that, like I said, now that I'm kind of relaxed. The nerves were tight earlier, but I was able to come home, take my blood pressure pill that I forgot to take earlier, have a cocktail. Now I'm kind of okay. Now everything's okay. I'm doing good, man. I'll post your comment. We are doing well. Year seems to have gone by fast, but I guess they all do anymore. To be honest with you, it was the half the year was over June 21st when I had my knee surgery, and it seems like the last few months have just gone by extremely fast. But I feel good finally being able to have that knee surgery done. Because to be honest with you, at some point I didn't know if I needed it done badly, but I didn't know if I was ever going to be able to afford to have it done. So we got to that point. So I can finally move around and walk. Man, that's good. So, what maple syrup am I using? Some of you might be asking yourselves. I am using pure maple syrup, but it isn't the most expensive. It is just some we picked up from Trader Joe's. It is a very good quality maple syrup, but it is a pure maple syrup. I do have, for those of you that are wondering, I do have the Whistle Pig actual barrel aged maple syrup. I've noticed on their new bottles, they kind of rebranded. Now it just says cocktail syrup. It doesn't say pure maple syrup anymore. But the one I have is maple syrup aged in. I have a little bit of that left, but for this, I didn't use that. I just used the Trader Joe's pure maple syrup. So yes, I don't think I fully answered my own question. I think I might do another video. I might have a beer. I might just have some whiskey. I don't know. I probably will here in just a little bit. But now that I've had the one cocktail, I'm almost done with the second one. I'm kind of finally got to wind down, get the pain to subside just a little bit. I was in extreme pain there. I every once in a while, everything will be fine. I'll just turn the wrong way and I'll upset that sciatic nerve, and that right leg will just first it starts off just going numb, but then it just feels like it's on fire. And for the last about 2.5 hours of work today, that's where I was at. I was trying my best not to show not to show everybody that was in there that I was in just an extreme mess. So I kept trying to smile, even though it was just in constant pain. Uh, but it was a nice day today, even though I had to work. It was our daughter's birthday. I'm not going to say how old she is to everybody else because she might not like that. Uh, but my wife had the idea of kind of throwing her an impromptu birthday party that she wouldn't be expecting, and that turned out really well. So, when you got that December birthday, right? Sometimes it gets overshadowed by Christmas. But not only that, our grandson Ben birthday is in December as well. So sometimes her birthday gets kind of dwarfed between, her son's birthday, our grandson's birthday, and then Christmas. So we wanted to kind of make a big deal about her birthday this year. Actually, it was actually my wife's idea. I agreed with everything because it made sense, but she's the brains behind the operation. Are you working for a brewery now? Happy birthday to her. Yeah, I am. In fact, I have been since February of this year. A very small, one barrel brewery. Oh, Banter, but man, they're cranking out some great stuff, man. They really are. I may have one of their beers later because I really want one. They do this barley wine called, okay, so last year they had this hit 2-year anniversary on November 4th. So last year on their anniversary, they had this. Their anniversary beer was One Evolution. This year it was Next Evolution, and oh my god, that thing is insane. Some, excuse me, a barrel aged barley wine. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. It is my secondary gig. The thing is, I've worked for a brewery before, but in sales. This is the first time I've worked as an actual beer tender. So it just adds another layer to the resume. Sales have always been my thing. But I've kind of been an amateur, I've done some amateur gigs as a bartender and beer tender, but now I've got some creds. anyway, Anyway, we're almost done with this one, so I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to say thank you to Jackie Brown. You always inspire me. Hey, thanks to Todd for watching. Anybody else? So I don't have your name up here. Hey, thanks for tuning in. I am Tom the Whiskey Whisperer, Whiskey Evangelist, prolific whiskey drinker, purveyor wisdom, and all right, good guy, Slancha.